Peace world, what is going on? Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Tune in today so you can get updates from the new single, Salt and Pepper. Plus, we're going to talk about the upcoming tour with me and the homie IQ. Of course, Adultish updates, and as always, we're going to do the live Q&A. So stay tuned for more Substantial Weekly. Yes, sir. Peace, y'all. Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Shout out to everybody tuning in, no matter where you're tuning in the world. Apologies for starting late today, man. This morning, I took my oldest daughter out for this thing at her school. Well, not at her school, but with her schoolmates, and it was really dope. But it ran a bit longer than we anticipated, so had to bump things back. But always happy to see y'all, man. Appreciative that y'all took time out to join me. Shout out to those of you in the chat already, and apologies to those who have to dip out early. Shout out to Joshua McGee. Peace, fam. I see you. Good to see you up in this joint. And hopefully everything is coming through good. Hold on one second, because I'm pretty sure I sound a bit far away. So let's see if we can fix that. All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna go off stream. I'm gonna go off screen real quick and then come back on because I'm sure I sound really far away. Hold tight. 1 second. Apologies. All right. Peace, peace. Apologies about that. Yeah, man. Sound should be good now. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. A lot of ripping and running today. So, a lot of stuff that I would typically do before the show, I didn't get a chance to take care of early this morning. Plus, it's a release day. Clap it up for release days. You know what I mean? Definitely excited to talk about the new release, man. And shout out to everybody who's been streaming it. It's doing pretty well already, so that's definitely a great sign. Shout out to everybody in the chat holding it down. Shout out to Joshua McGee, my man Josh, Zeo Crisis. Hey, what's going on, Zeo Crisis? Good to see you. Nice afro. Shout out to Warpath as well, who unfortunately had to dip out, man. But I appreciate you for swinging by to say what's up. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, let's talk about the goings ons per usual. If you have not liked the video already, please consider doing that. Also, make sure that if you can, share it wherever on whatever streaming platform you're on. And we're gonna get into these updates. Probably won't be super long today, because you guys are regulars, at least most of y'all. Then you already got some of the info that I've shared before, but we will cover that in a moment, man. So as I mentioned at the top of the video, we'll definitely be talking about the upcoming tour, along with the new single and other stuff. Hey, what's going on? Clap it up for my sister Lisa dropping in. That's what's up. Thanks for joining us, sis. Good to see you in here. All right, and yeah, but let's go ahead and get into things. That's strange. Something is not showing up as it should, and so let's figure that out real quick. We're gonna try to add this one more time. Hold tight. Oh, I think I know why. Man. Always something. Always something. In the meantime, in between time, let's see if it'll upload this time. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody keeping Salt and Pepper in rotation, man. I woke up to some nice numbers. It looks like people are really feeling Salt and Pepper right now. It's actually outperforming. I want to say it's outperforming at least of the 5 singles that have dropped. Is probably like around number 2 right now in terms of how well it's performing in terms of streams and stuff. So that's a good sign. It seems like people are digging it, because as far as I can see, no major playlists have picked it up. So it's strictly people who've heard it, just keeping it in rotation right now. And that's dope to see, man. Hey, what's going on? Peace, Zachary. We got Denver in the building. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna try to upload this one more time and see if it works this time. Okay, so yeah, once again, shout out to Zachary tuning in from Denver. That's what's up. All right, yeah, I think we got that. Yes, it's working. Okay, so since we're talking about it already, let's get this up on the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you have not heard the new single salt and pepper, then that makes me feel like you have not been tuning into the show, because I definitely have been talking about it for a couple weeks, letting you know that it was on its way, and now it is here. So for those who have not heard it, you know what time it is. I'm about to put it in rotation, and if you have heard it already, you're about to hear it again. All right. Peace. What's going on, Tommy? Good to see you up in here. Hey, man, apologies. Apologies for showing up late again today. You know, family stuff, technical difficulties, all in the mix. But definitely happy to be here, and I'm happy to have some of y'all here with me, even if it is for a brief moment. All right, so let's get into this joint. Let's take this banner down, and let's listen to the newness. Hold tight. All right, switch that screen. Boom. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's the new joint, Salt and Pepper, featuring the homie Black Root. Black Root is a Grammy-nominated artist for songwriting, who did the intro for the track Salt and Pepper. And it also features my brother from another mother. Both of them my brothers from another mother. Man, love both of these guys. But it also features Marcus D on keys. And yeah, man. All right. I know you seen I bought that Austin ticket. Hey, I don't control the ticket link, but I appreciate you for buying it, man. Thank you, fam. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the joint. I'm going to actually play the instrumental today, too. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Salt and Pepper.
Beard God status. Activate. Shout out to all my bearded brethren. From that young stubble to that strong black on black. And that wisdom and experience that you get with that.
Living legend ain't gotta die. Breaking flexing ain't gotta die. Truth is free, I ain't gotta lie. Come get this wisdom, I gotta lie. Salt and pepper, oh boy, you season. Fresh for nothing, don't need a reason. She seasoned too, my old babe. Cool and sweet, she sorbet. Always, all day. Been in good hands, all state. Should've been new to forte. Old boy can't come to play games with it. From the era they used to slap plagiarists. Too great to hate, too authentic to fake. Trailblazing, made my own lane with it. It's seafood sub, the most dangerous. Y'all seafood subs with a drink and chips. I'm a 4-course meal stamp with golden seals. With no throw or deal, I make bank with it. Come bang with it. Y'all show y'all ass, but ain't shaking shit. I'm way different. Got room to grow, I still learning. Y'all cash is ass, you still earning. It's all love and I'm serving. 2 decades to drive without swerving. Enjoy your moment. I'm built to last, my folks is spoken. Old man Logan, self-deroning. No master except the ones I'm owning. Grown man flowing, let me learn ya. Focus, you too concerned with the Look at
Once again, Salt and Pepper, produced by yours truly, Substantial, along with the homies Black Root and Marcus D on the track with me. Shout out to Marcus D for destroying those keys once again. Shout out to Black Root for doing the intro and the hook on this joint. Also, man, shout out to Tone Deaf for mixing, mastering it, and adding additional elements into the track as well. I actually played this for him quite some time ago. It was almost a year ago, I think, when I shared this with him for the first time. So some backstory real quick about the track, because it's actually been in the works for a while, man. So real quick, just about Salt and Pepper. So the track has, like, what was it? I would say at the end of 2019, in 2019 is when I started work on the new album Adultish. And I did a few tracks that ended up being cut from the joint. No doubt. Hey man, I'm gonna share your what you wrote on Bandcamp in a second, bro. It was hilarious, Mike. But yeah, man, I started brainstorming on different songs I want on the record. And then around the time, like I want to say shortly after the new year, one day I've told this story before, but taking my daughters to school is when I started to come up with the beat for it. Like I had the concept, but I hadn't thought of a beat for it yet. And so it really just started with me beatboxing, right? Like beatboxing that drum beat and that bass line. And as I started to play around with that, man, I was feeling it so much, whole family rocking out. I decided to record it on my phone. As soon as I got back from dropping my oldest daughter at school and my youngest daughter, I went to work. And yeah, man, like just working on this beat has been crazy because as I started to work on it, like the beat, as I beatboxed it, it felt like Baltimore club music. And so that's when before I went all the way in on finishing the beat, I really took some time to listen to like different producers out of Baltimore, from Carriz Marcel, but mostly like DJ Boo Man and other legends from the area and stuff. And just really just trying to get the drums as close to the sound as possible, right? And so after I spent some time doing that, then I started thinking about, it's like, how do I make this song that sonically is a bit different from everything else I'm thinking about? And the funny thing is, at that time, I think I only had like 3 tracks that were possibly going to be on the record. And both of those tracks ended up getting cut. But at that time, I had those 2 tracks, and this track was so different. It was so different. I was like, yo, like, I got to figure out how to tie it all in. And with jazz, kind of being the foundation, jazz and soul music is like the foundation of a lot of the stuff I do in terms of like what I sample. And so that's when I started digging for some jazz piano and some sax and other things like that. And ultimately, when I found those elements, man, I was able to incorporate them in a way which kind of distinguish what I do a little bit from the stuff I was influenced by. Hey, peace. What's going on, Josh, man? Thanks for tuning in. Got Omega in the building. Good to see you in here, fam. But yeah, man, so that's like part of the process of how I got to developing the track. Instantly when I shared it with Tone sometime later, I think it was like 2 years after I started working on the track, I shared it with Tone. And probably like a year and a half after I started working on it is when I shared it with Black Root and asked him about doing the hook. And part of the reason why I did that with Black Root is because Black Root is known for having like the most serious beard game amongst all of the homies. Like this dude's beard is immaculate. So I was like, yo, with a song called Salt and Pepper Beard, and me knowing this guy, there's no way I can't have him on it. So it was only right I get like the ambassador of beards to intro the track. But you should look up on YouTube. There's a track that he did called the 10 Beard Commandments, rapping over the 10 Crack Commandments. I'll make a cameo in the video. Maybe before we go today, I'll see if I can show it to you guys. But yeah, man, it just came together nicely. And the crazy thing is with Marcus D, man, didn't add Marcus to the track until like, I think it was February when I reached out to Marcus to have him play on it. But yeah, really proud of how everything came out. Thank y'all so much, man, for the support and streaming it. Let's run it back one more time, but this time we're going to actually listen to the instrumental so you can hear some of those elements I'm talking about. A lot of little things in there that maybe don't come through as clearly. Understand that when Adultish comes out, I'm also going to be dropping the instrumental version of the project as well. All right, but here we go. Yeah, man. So once again, Salt and Pepper out right now, all streaming platforms. Shout out to everyone keeping it in rotation. Just dropped last night. It's doing really well so far. The reception has been great in terms of like what people have had to say about it. In fact, I'm gonna share Michael Coleman. Shout out to one of the many supporters on the channel who be showing love. Michael Coleman wrote a comment on Bandcamp. He put, "I called my wife Old Bay after listening to this, and it didn't go over as smooth as when you said it." I mean, listen, man. In time, I think as we get a little bit older and wiser, maybe won't be such. So what you got to do is, if Old Bay don't work out, you got to use the next one. The next line is Sorbet, right? She cool and sweet. She's Sorbet. You know what I mean? So you can you can alternate. You know what I mean? You know, some people. I think it's tough for the ladies, man. Like, you know, it's crazy because I saw. There was something I was watching on Hulu. I think it's the Rap Caviar docu series. I was watching that, and they were talking about how, yeah, word. Just peeping the comments. Yeah, man. Forgot the recovery. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, man, they were just talking about how hard it is for a lot of women in hip hop and stuff, or just women in general. In terms of how they're judged and this, that, and the third, like from body shaming, to also like, you know, guys deal with this a bit as well, but probably not to the extent. Obviously, I can't speak for women, but we also deal with ageism as well, where you have young people who, you know, don't sometimes respect people who are older or think they're corny or think they're irrelevant. And ageism works both ways. You know what I mean? It's one way it's young people and how they feel about older people, and then it's older people and how they feel about or how they treat younger folk. And oftentimes with women, I remember just talking about like me rocking my salt and pepper and this, that, and the third, and how I didn't plan to dye my hair and stuff, even though in my travels, whenever I go into different places, I meet fans who haven't seen me before. They've only ever seen like the older pictures and stuff. When they see all the gray, it catches them off guard a little bit. And some people, you know, they crack jokes or make little slick comments and stuff like that. Damn, bro, I didn't know you were so old. Like, oh man, that's how you greet people. That's what we doing. But for the ladies, a lot of times, man, like I feel like them rocking their salt and pepper and fully stepping into them getting older isn't necessarily viewed in the same way. An older guy like starts to get the grades and stuff like that. Amongst certain people, it's sexy. It's this, that, and the third. But like you oftentimes see a lot of older guys checking for younger women, not necessarily like you'll see some younger dudes checking for older women, but oftentimes it's the other way around. So yeah, man, I'm like, maybe, I don't know if that, yeah, I mean, maybe that's me going way too deep into the situation, but I know most people don't like being called old anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm learning to just kind of live in it gracefully, man, and embrace this place that we in. You know what I mean? Hey, peace. What's going on, Early Bird? Good to see you up in here, brother. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see. All right, Shizuki. Peace up. Your music has changed my perspective on a lot of things in a positive way, which helped me to take the step in my own music creation. You're a great inspiration. Wow, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate the love, man. Always happy to, you know, to inspire and encourage other artists to, you know, walk in their truth and try to open up to different things, different ideas and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm grateful. Thank you for that comment. But let's talk about other things, other reminders, all that good stuff. So let me get some stuff on the screen. So once again, family, the Friends and Fam Tour 2023 is about to start up. Like we are, was it 2 weeks out? Less than 2 weeks out from the first show, which will be in Kansas City, Missouri. So man, looking forward to seeing y'all on the road. If you can get tickets sooner than later, definitely do that. A lot of these venues we're playing are smaller. We also, because some of the venues and some of the promoters took a little bit longer to get back to us than we hoped. Because of that, like some of these shows, we don't have a lot of time in terms of promotion. So it's really imperative that those of you who are planning to come out and stuff, man, if you can go ahead and cop your tickets sooner than later, please do that. Please share. Let other folks in your area know who might be fans or somewhat familiar with the music. Let them know so they can come through as well. It's going to be really, really dope. We have potentially 2 more shows that may be added. It's going to be a bit tough, but we are in talks about 2 more cities, and we're just waiting for a link so we can share that. And we're also waiting to get a link from this public event that's supposed to take place in Chicago as well. So hopefully I will have some good news. I was expecting to have that this week, but still ain't got it yet. And I will keep you all posted. The moment I get it, I'm gonna post about it. All right, but I did want to give you some additional good news. Whether you can make it out to the shows or not, we are going to be introducing these tour shirts. We're doing our best to see if we can have some of these on sale during the tour, but also make them available online. So, man, if you've been feeling the design that we did, that the homie Alan Cole did for the tour, definitely look out for these. These will be available hopefully within the next week, if not two. So you can either cop it at the show in person or you can cop it online. So yeah, man, I'll keep you posted on that. Definitely be on the lookout. But yeah, man, excited. And they will be available in different colors. Right now, that was just the black version. That's more than likely the one we're going to sell at shows. But we'll have a light colored version, like that'll more than likely be on a white shirt and an orange shirt. And then we'll have a version that is on black and navy. All right. Those will only be available online. At the actual shows, it'll just be the black shirt. All right. Let's keep it moving. Shirts look great. Tickets for Seattle went on sale last week. Got them right away. You're a real one, Tommy. Thank you, sir. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now who already got their tickets, man. We appreciate that. Seriously. If we're not in a city near you and then there's a city, but you see a date that's like maybe an hour or so away, man, you might want to consider going, man. I don't tour as much as I used to when I was younger. So definitely you see me in your city, man, try your best to come out because I don't do it all the time. And I'm going to do what I can to try to get out a bit more now that this record is coming. But, this process of getting these shows booked is a bit much. And, yeah, it's not the most enjoyable process. But because I love doing what I do, love performing and all of that, I'm going to do what I can to try to get into these different places. But it's important for y'all to come out if you can. All right. Yeah. Ticketed and making the trip, my man Michael. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Jesus Christ. Hey, man, Joshua, boy. Joshua, the YouTube MVP, you know what I'm saying? About to be the tour MVP too, man. That 5.5 hour trip to come see the show, that's real. Thank you, family. I appreciate you, man. I know that's a lot. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up for my man, DJ Rockman. DJ Rockman will be joining the tour. He will be performing with us at 2 of the gigs. Matter of fact, let me bring the full schedule up on the screen, or at least the current full schedule on the screen so everyone can see it. I'm going to take your comment away for a second, Rockman. But yeah, man, so Rockman's going to be joining us on 2 of the shows. He'll be with us in Austin, Texas. Shout out to my man, DJ Rockman. He'll be with us on May 8th, and then he'll be again rocking with us on May 27th during MomoCon. So look out for DJ Rockman joining the Friends and Fam tour. And you see why it's called Friends and Fam. Let's see, get some more comments up here. You need to let him on stage with you if he's driving 5 hours. I might just have to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I'll holler at the venue, make sure they got a cot for you, and some electrolytes. I live in Germany, so I'll have to miss out, but I wish everyone lots of fun. Yeah, man. Oh, man, we appreciate the love, fam. And, God willing, hopefully in 2024, I will be back in Europe. Keep your fingers crossed. All right. But again, man, this is the tour. May 4th, we're in Kansas City. May 8th, before May 8th, we are in Chicago on May 6th, but doing a private event. Again, we are working on a public event. Still waiting for confirmation via a ticket link. So we'll keep you posted the moment we have that. May 8th, Austin, Texas. May 10th, we're in Seattle, Washington. There is a temporary hold for a date in between the show. And I just realized the Vegas joint ain't up here. I'm slipping. I keep forgetting to add Vegas to this graphic. But yeah, we got Las Vegas on May 13th. Then May 14th, Yuma, Arizona. May 15th, Phoenix, Arizona. May 21st, we do have something, I think 2 days before, in, what was it? It's in the Northeast. So I can't give you the details yet because I don't have the ticket link. But the moment we get the ticket link and it's confirmed, I will let you know. But we will be further up in the Northeast. Just confirm that. Just got the deal information and all of that. Just need a ticket link to confirm. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Then we go to Queens, New York, May 21st, May 22nd. We're in Philly. May 23rd, we're in Falls Church, Virginia. May 25th through the 28th, we're at MomoCon. And then May 29th, we are in Winter Park, Florida, just outside of Orlando, man. So I appreciate y'all in advance for the love. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. Let's get back to the chat because I see it's busy. Joshua earned that cot for sure. Word. Yeah, Texas, it is huge, man. And just to put in perspective how big some of these states are, I can't remember the exact size of Texas, but California, we all know, is a big state. California is actually larger than the country, Japan, in terms of square mileage, right? So we have lots of states that are like, I think Montana is about the size of Germany. So a lot of our states, man, are so big, it makes it difficult for people to sometimes come out and check out some of these events. So just because you're in a state doesn't necessarily mean that every fan you have in that state's going to come see you, based on where they live. So I definitely appreciate it. 5.5 hours, got to get a hotel. Wife won't let me drive back same night. Nah, that's real. That's smart for sure. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shout out to my brother IQ in the chat. All of those dates that you saw listed up on that screen before, we'll have us both headlining at these joints, so definitely check it out. Bring this back up on the screen one more time for my man. Me and IQ, 2023. Catch us at a city near you. Yes, indeed. All right. So, let's see. Much love. Can't wait to see you in Phoenix, man. Hey, appreciate the love. Please cop your tickets if you haven't already. Soul Tiger, what's up, family? Good to see you in here. I think we will be seeing you in Philly, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, my sister Lisa's also going to be in Arizona at both shows. It's a family affair. You know it. All right, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Shout out to everyone tuning in, man. We're 19 deep right now across the different platforms. Shout out to folks watching on YouTube. Shout out to folks watching on Facebook. And shout out to folks watching on Twitch as well. All right, let's keep it moving. More updates to get into. All right. So I've talked about Adultish. And I have some more good news about Adultish. Let's get this up here. Pow. But yeah, man. So here's where we are with Adultish. Shout out to my brother Tone Def. Clap it up for Tone. Tone has submitted all of the files to me. So I officially have everything from the instrumentals to the performance tracks to the acapellas to the songs themselves. And I had a brief conversation yesterday with the manufacturer for the vinyl. I'm submitting files today to them because the artwork for the vinyl is done along with the master copy is done, and I confirmed with them in terms of the length of the record to make sure that everything is going to be able to fit on the vinyl, no problem. And they confirmed that based on the time I gave them, we are good to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will be submitting those files today before the close of business. And yeah, man, based on the conversation we had, they said if production goes smoothly, we should have copies back by the middle of July. So that being said, hold on one second. Shout out to folks in the chat. Hey, my man Michael coming through with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Thanks for being a supporter. My brother-in-law said you need to release a track called Salt as a sequel to the new track at the rate his beard is going. Hey, bro, listen, as you can see,
I'm gonna be a part of that Strictly Salt Club real soon. You know what I'm saying, man? I gotta like part. I feel like all my peppers heading toward my neck. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, bro. It's real. It's real, and it's wild because I look at pictures that are only a couple years old, and I'm just like, yo, what happened, son? What happened? I'm like, oh, the pandemic was stressful. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, Hope Tone is feeling better. Yeah, man. I spoke with him earlier this week. He said he's slowly healing up, man, and feeling a bit better. Shout out to Tone, man. Real MVP. Definitely held it down. Oh yeah, he got sick. Nah, he was dealing with like his ear. He was dealing like with bruising of his internal ear, like his eardrum, you know. But yeah, man. But so Adultish, as of right now, we're looking at a mid-July release. So of course I gotta update that banner on my Bandcamp page once again. So we're looking at a summer release. This will be the first time ever dropping a full-length album from me in the summer. Like, this is new for me, but it's great timing because I think I got BlurredCon. I'll more than likely be at BlurredCon the week before the album drops, which, if all goes well, I might have copies available then. And then I will have, what's it called? And then I will be at Otakon later that month. So copies will be available at Otakon for those of you who are going to be there. That's funny as hell. I'm going to get to that comment in a second. But yeah, man, so we're looking at midsummer for the release of the album. I believe the tentative release date right now is July 14th. All right. So I will keep y'all posted, but 7/14/23 is the tentative release date for the album. And more good news, now that everything has been submitted, I'm going to set up pre-orders for Bandcamp. So the pre-orders for Bandcamp will go up as soon as next week. And yeah, man, and which also means that other merchandise will be available. So if you're a person that is looking forward to buying some merch for the upcoming project, those options will be available soon. Some of that merch, like shirts, hats, things of that nature, will be shipping sooner than later. Where vinyl, the USB cassettes, and the CDs will be shipping closer to mid-July. But again, pre-orders will go up next week for those of you who missed the Kickstarter campaign. All right, so I will keep you posted on all of that. Which also means, as I mentioned, like the shirts, the hats will be available, stickers will be available, and also the custom Adultish vans that I made, those will be available as well. So right now, I'm thinking about setting the price at about around the 160 mark because they are custom. Like, I got to take time to go in. Basically, when you place the order, I got to manually go in, place the order for you, and have it shipped to your location, and then obviously the time that I spent customizing it for y'all. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know, so I will keep you posted. You know what I mean? But more details on that a bit later. But as of next week, expect those to be up. I'm gonna have them ready to go before I go on tour. So at this time, let's jump into the Q&A. If you got questions, you can send them on through. I will get to those. And yeah, man. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find something over here while we are working on that. All right. Hold tight. Oh yeah. Before I forget, man, I wanted to shout out one of the homies. Shout out to my man Millen. Millen has dropped a new song today, and for those of you who've watched Substantial live from home and remember the episode where we had Millen guest appearing on the joint, yeah, man, he performed this song called "Flying," and he killed it, like absolutely destroyed it. And now that song is available on all streaming platforms. So look out for Millen's new joint called "Fly In." It's super dope. His full album is dropping in June. So look out for that, man. Substantial Art and Music, my company, we are helping him with some of the marketing and stuff. And on top of that, for those who don't know, Millen is officially on Bandcamp now too. So for those of you who actually buy records on Bandcamp, Be sure to check out Millen's Bandcamp page. I will drop a link momentarily. Hold on. High five for Jesus. Let's see. It's loading up. Okay. I'm just making sure the new joint is on there. Yep, he got it on there. All right, bet. So yeah, man, definitely check out Millen on Bandcamp. Link is in the chat. So definitely, man, support Millen if you can. Love his new joint. The new joint is crazy. Yeah, man. And let's check in real quick to see how Salt and Pepper's performing right now. Because y'all have been showing crazy love to the new record. Okay, man. We are about 38 spins away from hitting 1,500 plays on Salt and Pepper, just on Spotify. So not including all other platforms, but on Spotify alone, we're already closing in on 1,500 plays, man. Thank y'all so much. And again, as far as I can see, no major placements. I haven't got any notifications for the track charting or receiving any special accolades, man. It's just been the people, just the fans like y'all, man, who are filling the joint and just rotating the hell out of it, and it's greatly appreciated. But definitely thank y'all so much. All right. Cue applause. Oh, yeah, that's applause worthy. Appreciate you early. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, if there's no questions today, I'm going to get out of here early because I do need to get to work to get all these files out to them today. But yeah, man, shout out to Michael for the super chat. It's always greatly appreciated. And yeah, man, I think I might let y'all, I think I'm gonna let you see something before we go. That's what I'll do. Instead of playing something, I'll let you see something. So hold tight. I'll be adding on to those numbers on Spotify later since I am also on my PlayStation. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you, family. Peace to you, Michael. So yeah, what I'm gonna show y'all before we go, I try to keep treats for y'all. Hold on, let's get this to load up. I'm gonna hit y'all with two things before we go. Number one, the first thing I wanted to give y'all a heads up. I think I figured out the Discord situation. So this is what I want you to do. For those of y'all interested in Discord, what I will do is go into I'll post it on the community tab here on YouTube. Or for those of y'all who are interested and potentially want to be a part of like admin and stuff, like for the Discord, let me know. Like reach out to me via the contact link on my website, just iamsubstantial.com/contact, I believe. But hit me up, and if you hit me up that way, I will send you a link to it so you can check it out. I think what I'm gonna call the joint, man, I was talking to Millen about it since we had dropped Salt and Pepper. I'm gonna call the joint the Salt and Pepper Club. You know what I mean? It sounds like a legit club, but I'm gonna just call it the Salt and Pepper Club. And yeah, man, of course you're gonna get updates from me and stuff like that. But I want to know, based on some of the things y'all know about me and what some of my interests are, I think we could have like some cool some different boards in there where we could talk about different things outside of just the music and stuff. I know some of my fans are also educators, so we can talk about hip hop education. We can also talk about, like, I'm a movie head, man. I just saw Dungeons and Dragons this morning, just saw Mario Kart a couple weeks ago, watching a bunch of crazy independent stuff as well and documentaries. Yeah, always watching something, so definitely be dope to talk about that. Talk anime, we could talk comics, whatever, you know what I mean? So definitely, if y'all are interested in the Discord thing, I'll post the link in the tab just to see if it's working for you all. And then we can build it up because it's bare bones right now. And it's something I've been thinking about doing for a while, just to see if there's a better way in terms of reaching out to y'all and letting y'all know what's going on with me, minus algorithms. So, yeah. All right. But the thing that I was going to show you it's loading. All right, cool. So let me share my screen. Hold Hold on. Let's see. Got this. Hold on. Let's see. All right. It says, I actually wanted to reach out to you about this. Would totally be happy. Discord shenanigans. Hey, thank you so much. And listen, I knew you official with it, so we definitely got to talk. Well, I know we fought. I think who's it? I know we're on Twitter as well. I'll try to reach out to you there, or you let me know what's the best way. And yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, appreciate you. All right, let me share this thing with you so you can see this. And I'm sorry if the connection got choppy. It's trying to. It don't want me to be great, but I'm gonna fight it. Here we go. All right, so let's get this tab up. All right, so here is a quick look at Adultish real quick. A little surprise for y'all. This is what the track list looks like. All right, so as of right now, Adultish is 15 tracks. 10 of them are songs, 5 interludes. All right. But track 1, Reed Richards. Track 2, Crutch, Cool It Now, featuring Matthew Shell. Track 3, The Beautiful Dichotomy interlude, featuring Marvelous Jones. He's the photographer that shot the photos for most of the cover art that you've seen so far for the project. Then we got The Long Route, featuring Tamara Wellens and DJ Hive. Your Man, though, we got that track. Then we got Grown Kids interlude, featuring Javier Starks, followed by Salt and Pepper, featuring Black Root and Marcus D. Then another interlude, Play Money. Track 9 is Lost Touch, featuring Uyama Hiroto, Javier Starks, and Shingo 2. Track 10, No Per Diem 2.0, featuring Mega Ran. Number 11 is Acknowledgement interlude, featuring Tone Deaf. Track 12 is You've Grown, featuring Millen. Track 13, Ghost in a Cell, featuring Stephanie Gale and Malcolm Jackson. Track 14, Part of My Existence interlude, featuring Sherm the Barber. And the album ends with 1580. But ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are looking at. And let's get it up here. Thank you for giving me heads up. Let's move some things around so this shows a bit better. All right. But here it is. Once again, man, this is the track listing for the joint. And I'm sorry I couldn't see it before. Hopefully this helps. Let's see. There we go. All right. Can't wait. I'm so excited. That's what's up, man. Hold on. Word. Yeah, Discord, man. Like, folks have been telling me for a minute, and I've known. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, right? And there's a ton of artists like me. I'm not special when it comes to this, right? Like, in terms of dealing with the headache that is, managing your own career. So it's a lot. It's a lot trying to stay on top of all of this stuff, pitching for these releases, planning this tour. I'm doing all of this without like a whole team behind me. My wife is my business partner and helps me with a lot of things, and then I got certain homies that look out, do favors here and there and put me on to certain things. But largely, fam, this is mostly a one-person operation, and that's very challenging. So a lot of times when you don't see me jump on something immediately, it's not because I'm not interested in it. It's just because, it's extremely difficult to do this. But to those of you who are down to help, who want to be part of the team, who want to have a more active role in helping me manage this stuff and potentially be a part of things that we could maybe able to monetize and I can kick back like some bread to some of you, I'm open to it, fam. We just got to build on what it looks like. And I'm always looking to expand the team in ways that make sense. So it doesn't have to strictly be a family affair, because my family got their own things that they want to do too. But right now, it's mostly me. So if it seems like things are a little slow sometimes, this, that, and the third, it's because your man's juggling all the hats, fam. I produced this new album. I wrote this new album. I had to crowdfund the album, so I didn't do that without y'all. But in terms of marketing that, developing all the stuff, I designed the artwork, scheduled most of the stuff, had to do a lot of ripping and running to do this record, all while being a father, a husband, teaching and everything else, and consulting other artists with their career. So it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm doing the best I can. And when you watch these documentaries about a lot of bigger hip hop artists, and you look at the amount of people who's involved with helping them do what they do, and there's a lot of people who help me as well, like by featuring or collaborating in music, but largely most of the business stuff is mostly me, and which is very different than what you see with most mainstream artists. So I appreciate y'all, fam, like more than you know. Let's get to these comments, and then I'm gonna get out y'all way. All right, that's what's up. Looking forward to July. So am I, man. So am I. I'm really excited for y'all to hear this record. I think it's something special. I've been trying to stay as humble and just as cool as possible about what it could be, because I've been doing this long enough to know that sometimes you feel like this thing you're doing is really, really special and deserves a lot of, attention, bare minimum, right? If not accolades or support. But a lot of times you believe in what you do, but people don't necessarily see what you see in the thing you're doing. And so I'm grateful. I feel like I've succeeded already in that I've made it, in that like we crowdfunded it. There have been a lot of successes with the record already. And so, yeah, bro, like I'm grateful regardless to what happens next. You know what I mean? Hey, man, shout out to Soul Tiger. Thank you so much for the super chat. Gonna try to ask early before you have to leave. Any plans for you and Mega Ran to do a collaboration project? We already have a name for it. We joked and called it Mega Stan. I'm pretty sure that if it happens, that's what we're gonna go with. My hope is to have some more conversations with him and figure out when we could do that. So, but it'll probably be an EP, and we played around with the idea. Me and Kokai had this idea to do a collab project as well, where I produce tracks for him, and he does it kind of like what Dilla and Madlib did. But the difference is, like, we're probably going to split it with me and Ran, where like I produce 3 tracks. And then he produces 3 tracks, do an EP with both of us rapping on every track. So, yeah. So, from my lips to God's ears, hopefully that happens at some point in time. I will keep y'all posted. Discord's a great way to have all your info and updates in one place, and also for community. Word. Indeed. I've definitely seen that. Yeah, thank you, man. I will correct that. That's why it's in draft form. Thank you, brother. All right. Peace and love, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Scrubber Manjaro. Hey, hold up. Another super chat. Hey. Thank you, Joshua. Just for the hard work you put in, man. We always appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all. Yo, what's going on? Aisha Willis. Good to see you up in here. All right. Soul Tiger, try not to burn yourself out, Stan. Hopefully I can have a cold bottle of water available for you in IQ next month. Hey, man, going to need it. Appreciate you. Thank you, bro. All right. Nice. Can't wait to see you in Philly in May. Thank you, fam. Looking forward to meeting y'all, man. Definitely, if you haven't got your tickets yet for that, please do that. All right. I'm excited for you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm excited too, man. It's a lot of good things lined up, and just trying to keep good energy around me. Try to get rest when I can, and stay focused, Always happy to see a collaboration with Marcus D. Yeah, man, we always try to support what each other is doing, whether it's about Bop Alloy project or not. If there's a way that one of us can contribute to the other one's project, we do. In fact, I have a beat from him right now for one of his solo projects that I'm supposed to hop on too. Maybe a novelist feature on it. I'm still bumping Morning Glory. Yeah, I definitely see us possibly having novelists on that project if it ever happens, for sure. Got 130 team meetings, y'all. Be well. Hey, man. Peace, Joshua. Thanks for making time, brother. Mega Stan, Mega Ram, Mega Man, and Substantial, Reed Richards, Mr. Stantastic, Could Be Dope album art. Man, I showed y'all a picture we took a while ago where me and Ran at MomoCon last year were both on, we were like on Battle Cat, and I forget what the other one's called from the show He-Man. But it looked like an album cover. When I looked at this show, I was like, bro, this bare minimum needs to be inside of the cover of the project, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Friendly reminder, I didn't get text confirmations back from them. They told me they were going to be able to do it. But before I post the flyer up, I just want to confirm. But next week, y'all, Substantial Live from Home. That's going to be the last one for a while. Because obviously I'm going to be on tour in May, and so I won't be able to do it in May, but we're going to do one more Substantial Live from Home next week. The guests technically confirmed a few weeks ago. I just want to make sure they're still on, but I'm supposed to have the homie AJ Rios and supposed to have Stephanie Gale on next week. So once I get the last confirmation for them, you will see the placeholder, the thumbnail graphic going up, and we'll go from there. So on that note, family, I am out of here. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Y'all be well. Everyone have an amazing weekend. Be safe out here. Peace, y'all.